Math was always thought to be boring, but there was one teacher that made math both fun and interesting. Throughout my years here, both at Johnson Middle and Fisher Elementary, I've had teachers that were both loved and hated. But none can compare to the significance of this special teacher. Of all the teachers I've had, Miss Partika, my 6th grade math teacher, is one that has made the deepest impact on me. Miss Partika was both loving, caring, fun, and she showed intelligence in her professional career. Miss Partika taught her students with intelligence by teaching her students many different strategies to conquer new problems. Mrs. Partika taught all of us fully and thoroughly. We all had really good notes for each section in math. I was able to understand and comprehend each section fully. Mrs. Partika kept us informed and full of knowledge in both pre-algebra and geometry. She always would help us with homework and find the best way to complete a challenging problem. Miss Partika made us feel special by offering to spend her afternoons to help her students either prepare for a test or if they need help in a certain subject. While my family loved and cared for me, Miss Partika loved and cared for her students. Miss Partika showed love and care in her professional life. While in class, Mrs. Partika would ask if we needed to leave or go to the nurse if we looked sick or didn't look well. I remember when I was taking art and cartoon classes that Mrs. Partika personally wanted to see them. She enjoyed looking through my drawings and admired my artwork. Mrs. Partika loved her classes. I remember in one class, we all played fun math games because she saw how hard we had worked for the month. Mrs. Partika is a loving teacher. She will always put a smile on your face, whether you're having a lousy day or you're just having troubles. I always loved the math, and Mrs. Partika made it better and brighter with her loving and caring. Mrs. Partika loved and cared with her students. While I had many enjoyable teachers for math, Mrs. Partika made math fun. Mrs. Partika made math very fun and exciting. For every school day, I always couldn't wait for math. Mrs. Partika made math very fun. I remember one time, she made a song to help us remember how to solve algebraic problems. I also remember how Mrs. Partika made a fun, catchy song for helping us adding and subtracting negatives. Mrs. Partika always smiled in our class, and we would brighten both the atmosphere of the class and brighten our moods for the rest of the day. Mrs. Partika helped make math fun. She would always give us games to play that both helped enforce what we learned and let us have a fun time. When the Christmas holidays came, Mrs. Partika would personally bring in movies for us to watch to pass the time. It was a great and fun time for us. Mrs. Partika made math very fun, and I will always think back to the fun times I had in math. I'm sure we've all had teachers who've made an impact on us, but Mrs. Partika made math special with her loving and caring, fun, and her intelligence, which made a deep impact on my life. Mrs. Partika will always be an everlasting memory for me as one of the very special teachers that made an impact on me. Mrs. Partika will always be remembered by both me and her students. She will always be one of my best teachers I've ever had.